Hi there, I am Vani from Engvarta and I am back with another interesting and helpful session for you. How many times does it happen that you want to express your emotions in words, or maybe someone else's emotions or how they feel, but you do not have the right vocabulary? For example, if someone is talking continuously, you just say, he's talking non-stop. Whereas there are better and exact words to explain the way someone is speaking continuously. In this way, you will not only be speaking to the point using fewer words, but you will also sound like an advanced English speaker. So, today in this lesson, I will be sharing some interesting verbs with you that you can start using in your daily conversations to talk about someone's way of speaking or behavior. So, let's start today's lesson. Word number 1, acknowledge. First, let's understand the meaning of the word acknowledge. Acknowledge means to accept or admit something. So instead of saying, she told me she accepted her mistake, you can use the word acknowledge here. She acknowledged her mistake. If someone wants to accept the truth or a fact, you can use the word acknowledge. Moving on to our second word, ponder. Ponder means to think carefully before making a decision. So instead of saying, when I think carefully about something, I become very logical, you can simply say, when I ponder, I become very logical. It happens with us, right? Moving on to our third word, brag. Now, brag means when someone shows off something or says something in a very boastful manner. For example, I know a friend who keeps on talking about the number of cars she owns and her recent house renovation all the time. Over here, you can simply use the word brag instead of saying keeps on talking. I know a friend who brags about the number of cars she owns and her recent house renovation. Moving on to our fourth word, chuckled. Chuckled means to laugh smoothly or softly with amusement. It is similar to the way you giggle or a soundless laugh. Like I remember when we were in school, my classmates used to crack lame jokes in the middle of the class and we used to giggle. So the word is chuckled here. So you can say, we chuckled when my classmates cracked lame jokes in the middle of the class. Moving on to our next word, mumble. Mumble means to talk something softly in a low voice that is hardly audible to others. Like the other day in my office when I was talking to a colleague, she said in a soft tone that she would be taking a week off for her vacation. So instead of saying in a soft tone, you can use the word mumble here. My colleague mumbled that she would be taking a week off for her vacation. Moving on to our next word, grumbled. Now, there are times when you are really annoyed about something and you keep on complaining. That's where you use the word grumbled. For example, when I asked my friend about the party last night, she kept on complaining about the food, the place, the people. So instead of saying that, you can simply say, my friend grumbled about the food and place of the party. Moving on to our seventh word, babble. How many times does it happen that we keep on talking foolishly or in an exciting way? The right word for that situation is babble. For example, when my friend met her first celebrity crush, she started talking about things that were not making any sense. So instead of saying that, you can simply say, when my friend met her first celebrity crush, she was so excited that she started babbling. Moving on to our next word, insist. Insist means to demand something strongly or to not accept a refusal. For example, my mother kept on telling the guests to have dessert. So instead of saying kept on telling, you can use the word insist here. My mother insisted on the guests to have dessert after dinner. Moving on to our ninth word, confess. Confess means to owe or admit something is true. For example, my friend told me that she had forgotten my birthday. You can simply say, my friend confessed that she had forgotten my birthday. Moving on to our next word, confide. Yesterday, I told all my secrets to my mother. Can you guess a word that can be used to share secrets or a private matter? The right word is confide. Confide means to share your secrets or a private matter with someone while trusting them not to repeat it to others. For example, I confided all my secrets to my mother. Moving on to our next word, inquire. Inquire means to seek information by asking questions. Instead of saying, I asked my colleague about the details of the meeting, you could say, I inquired about the details of the meeting with my colleague. And now our last word, nagged. How many times have you been in a situation where you keep on complaining about something or keep on finding faults? It's human nature to do that, right? Nag means to constantly keep on complaining about things or to keep on finding faults. For example, my friend kept on complaining on how she couldn't enjoy her trip due to rainfall. So instead of saying that, you can say, my friend nagged about on how she couldn't enjoy her trip due to rainfall. So, which of those words were new to you? Let me know in the comments below. Now it's time for your assignment. Choose the correct option. If you found this video helpful, then give it a thumbs up. I will see you in our next video. Till then, take care and happy learning.
Engvarta, your English practice playground. No judgment, only motivation and constructive feedback. Join today.